Alright, boys and girls, welcome back to the drive-through. Hope everyone's having a fantastic start to the school year. This is lesson 1-1 from Geometry Accelerated. As always, this lecture is brought to you by the deli. Hungry? Stop by the deli. Make yourself a sandwich. Alright, these are the foundations of geometry. We have a point. An object represented by a letter that represents a specific and unique place. There's point A, point X. A line. A line is a set of infinitely many points that travels in a specific direction but does not end. Lines have arrows, as you know, and they are named with 2 points, even though they contain infinitely many points. Keep in mind, you could name this line AB, BA, BC, CB, AC, or CA, and would all refer to the exact same line. A segment still contains infinitely many points, but now a segment is bounded by endpoints. There's segment US. A ray has infinitely many points, and it travels in one direction. There is ray XY. And an angle contains infinitely many points, and it's formed by 2 rays that specifically share an endpoint. I'm sure that's stuff that you all know and understand, but could you define it? That's a pretty good question. It's kind of hard to come up with a definition for these simple terms. Okay, so we've got, I'm not going to list them all, but there's point F, point R. Looks like we only have one line in this figure, so we would abbreviate that with, remember to use arrows when you're naming a line. We could call that FR. You could also call it RF. You could also call it FN. Use many other ones. NF, RN, NR, FK, KR, RK, KR. Oh, just a lot of them. I think I repeated a couple. Alright, we've got a number of segments there. The smallest segment that I see, sorry, you don't need dots on the segments, would be FR. The biggest segment that I see would be FK. And something right in the middle would be AR. Keep in mind that AR and RA are the same segment, the same set of points. A number of rays also exist here. Ray NK. Ray KN. I want you to ask yourself, is ray NK the same ray as ray KN? Hopefully you answered that with a no. It is not. NK is the set of all points that starts at N and travels towards K in an infinite direction. That green highlighter with the arrow represents ray NK. Whereas ray Kn starts at K and travels infinitely in the direction towards N. That blue arrow represents ray Kn. So notice, segment AR and segment RA will always be the same thing, but segment Kn is not, or sorry, ray Kn is not the same as ray NK. Lots of angles here. We just name angle with this symbol. So angle RAS starts at R, goes to A, and angles towards S. So this right here is the angle that's represented by angle RAS. I've been surprised over the year in accelerated geometry that somehow I think we've stopped teaching that because some students screwed that up, and that really surprised me. Let's compare that to triangle RAS. And the difference is triangle RAS contains 3 angles and 3 sides. So let's see. Here we've got triangle RAN. Triangle RAS is not a triangle at all. Sorry, triangle RAN. So that's how you name a triangle. 3 letters. The letters must represent the vertices of the triangle, not simply points on the triangle. So far, everything's probably been reviewed for you. This is the new material that you're going to learn in section 1.1, union and intersection. The union of 2 groups is a set of all objects that are member of one group or the other. I want you to think about, you're in class right now, and I ask students, raise your hand if you are into athletics, okay? And that would be a group of people. And then I would want to say, okay, put your hands down. Now raise your hand if you are involved with the arts, the music and drama and painting and sculpting, and that would be a different set of hands going up. Now I want you to understand that hopefully and definitely there would be some students that would have raised their hand twice. It certainly is realistic that you can be involved with athletics and be involved with the arts. So I want you to have this scenario in your head. If I asked for the union of the 2 groups, a large group of students would stand up. All the students in the class that were involved with sports or involved with arts would stand up. So just remember, union is or. It is a very unexclusive term. It means if you are involved with either, we want you with us. Okay? Intersection is and. That is a very exclusive command. So if you think about the same scenario, and I said, please stand up if you are involved with sports and you are involved with the arts, a much smaller group of students would be standing. So remember, and is more exclusive than or. If you're into computer programming, that means a lot to you. And this is the type of logic that we're going to be focusing on throughout the year in geometry this year. So let's do a couple tries. We've got 6 problems for you ready here. If you wish, pause the video at this point and see if you can get the answers to this 6 questions right. I'm going to go pretty quick so we can wrap this video up. We want to find, okay, these are ands, and these are all ors. So find me all the points that are on ray BC. So ray BC starts at B and continues on to C in an infinite direction. We want all the points that are on that and on ray DA. The only point that is on both is point C, so that would be my answer. What about number 2? All of the points that are on BH and FG. Line BH goes from B to H and continues in both directions forever. Segment FG just goes from here to here. So what points are on segment FG that are also on line BH? And that is simply segment FG. Segment FG. That's the set of all points that are on both of these. Okay? And finally, ray ED. So going on forever in the direction of B, and ray EG. What is the set of all the points that are on ray ED and ray EJ? Sorry, EJ, and that would just be point E. Okay. What about number 4? What are the points that are on CF or, so CF is going to be all of these. Okay, ray CF. Or, so I'll keep my font pink, or on EB. Well, you'll notice that makes a line. So we could call this answer line BH. There are many different ways to name line BH. For example, that's the same thing as line EF. And any satisfactory naming of that line would answer this question correctly. Number 5, what about the set of points that are on GA? So from G to A, the ray, or GH. And so that would be angle AGH. You could also say that was angle HGA. Keep in mind, angle AHG would be wrong because you need to have G as the vertex. Okay, and finally, what are the set of all points that contain segment AC or segment CG or segment GA? And that would be triangle ACG. Thanks for tuning in. Get to work on your homework as soon as you've watched this video. Have a great day. Boom!